Class 10th English. Practice question paper number 1. In this video, we will see the answers of question paper number 1 and the portion full syllabus. Section 1 Language Study. Question number 1A. Do as directed. This question for 8 marks. 1. Pick out an infinitive from the lesson and use it in your own sentence. I went to the beach because I wanted to see the ship. In this sentence, the infinitive is to see. Number 2. Punctuate. Here is the sentence, and after punctuation, our lives, after that, comma, however short, after that, comma, to full set, question mark. Number 3. Find out 5 hidden words from the given word, and the word is approaches, and the words are approaches, approach, perch, cheap, peach, and preach. Number 4. Make a meaningful sentence by using the given phrase set in, and the sentence is many people try to avoid being in Mumbai when the summer sets in. Number 5. Spot the error and rewrite the correct sentence. Here, error is in this sentence is live, but here we have to write lives. After it, we have to write lives, not live. 6. Identify the type of sentence. However difficult things are right now, it will not remain so forever. This is assertive sentence and it will not, so it is negative. 7. Complete the word chain with adjectives from the box. Some words are given here: short, delicate, wild, tender, endless, and entire. So we will make as a word chain. Wild, last letter is D, so delicate, last letter E, entire, again last E, endless, last S, short, last T, tender. 8. Pick out the verb from the following that can form the present and past participle by doubling the last letter, and write the forms: hit, admit, turn, and feed. Here, admit, the verb, admit, admitting, and admitted. Here last letter is T and T is doubled in admitting and admitted. Question 1B. Do as directed for 2 marks. 1. We went to a rocky beach. Rewrite using the past perfect tense of the verb. In past perfect tense, we have to use had and the third form of verb. So the sentence, we had gone to a rocky beach. Number 2. Nature soothes and nurtures. Change the voice beginning we are. So we will start our sentence beginning we are. So we are soothed and nurtured by nature. Here soothes and nurtures are verb, and we have to use here past verb by. Subject is nature, so by nature. Section 2 is textual passage, and the question for 10 marks. After reading the passage, true or false for 2 marks. The spider webs are delicate as well as weak. False. The teamwork and perseverance of ants are impressive. True. A2. What teaches us that hard times do not last forever and how? For 2 marks. 1. Bits of grass peeping through small grass crack in a concrete pavement. And number 2. The green leaves on a tree in spring. A3. Pick out example of abstract noun from the passage for 2 marks. Abstract nouns from the passage: majesty, conviction, perseverance, and passion. A4. Grammar for 2 marks. A rainbow colors the entire sky. change the voice. Here, in change the voice, subject becomes object and object becomes subject. So, the entire sky is colored by a rainbow. In this sentence, a rainbow is subject and the entire sky is object. But in our answer, the entire sky is subject and by a rainbow. This is object. Number 2. Spiders' webs are delicate yet very strong. Rewrite beginning with although. So we will start our sentence although. Although spider webs are delicate, they are very strong. A5. Personal response. How does nature succeed in its alchemy? What can it turn a small person into? Question 2b. Read the following passage and do the activities. Again, this question for 10 marks. After reading the passage, we will solve. B1. True or false for 2 marks. Each question has half marks because there are 4 sentences. Mary Com was born in middle class family. False. Number 2. Mary Com was first interested in athletics. True. Number 3. Mantia Com was owner of his farm. False. Number 4. Mantia Com was also interested in sports. True. B2. How did her parents make a living? For 2 marks. Her parents made a living by working as a tenant farmer in the jute fields. B3. Find the antonyms, that means opposite words from the passage. Arrogant, humble. Uninterested, keen. Finally, initially. Disqualify, qualify. B4. Grammar for 2 marks. 1. Write verb form of qualification, qualify. Birth, born. Number 2. We have that story now. Add a question tag. We know the rule of question tag. First, we have to write down the sentence, after that comma, and if the sentence is affirmative, then we have to make it negative. First, we will write the sentence. We have that story now. After that, comma, and the verb is, helping verb is have. So we have to write here haven't, and the subject we. So we, and after that question mark. B5. Personal response. Section 3. Poetry. Read the following poetic lines and do the activities for 5 marks. After reading this poetry, A1. Fill in the blanks for 2 marks. The infant is mewling and poking in the nurse's arm. Number 2. The schoolboy is whining and creeping like a snail. A2. Which 2 stages of man described by Shakespeare sound humorous? Say why for 2 marks. The second and third stages are humorous. One can just imagine the schoolboy compelling and whining, creeping to school slowly with a well-scrubbed and shining face. Third stage, where the lover sighs loudly and sings sad poem, and song is also humorous. A3. Identify and explain figure of speech for 1 mark. Creeping like a snail. It is simile figure of speech. Here, 2 dissimilar objects are compared using the word like. Because of this like, and here is comparison between. Question 3b. Read the following poem and write a poetic appreciation on it for 5 marks. Here we know the points of appreciation. There are 5 points. So we will write the appreciation now. The poet says that at the time when God first created man, he had a glass of blessing standing by He thought that he would be generous and shower on man all the gifts possible. God intended that all the treasures of the earth which lay scattered should be collected and concentrated in the small space He had created, which was man. The first gift God gave man was strength. This was followed by beauty, then wisdom, honor, and pleasure. When nearly all the gifts had been bestowed on man, God stopped a while. He noticed that of all the treasures, only one gift remained at the bottom of the glass, and that was rest. God said to himself that if he bestowed this and valuable gift to his creation, man would love and worship only the gift of nature and would not love the God who had created all the things in nature. Thus, both God and man would finally lose each other. So, God let man remain all the other gifts, but together with them. He left man restless and continually anxious and dissatisfied. God reasoned that only then, at last, if the quality of godness did not lead man back to God, sheer fatigue, tiredness would draw man back to God's heart. Section 4, Non-Textual passage. Read the following paragraph and do the activities for 10 marks after reading this passage. 4a. Guess. Select the correct alternative from the option given below for 2 marks. The Olympic Games were originally held in honor of. The answer is Zeus. Number 2. The Olympics were held after every 4 years. All came to know the Olympia from the Olympics. Altis was the name of enclosure. A2. Select one word each from the passage which means the wing. Number for question for 2 marks. 1. Occurring at the interval of 4 years. Quadrennial. Number 2. Wreckage, ruins. Number 3. Take part in a game, compete. 4. One who wins, victor. A3. Complete the table and frame your sentences with any one word for 2 marks. Here adjective is given beautiful, noun beauty and verb is beautify and sentences beauty. Inner beauty is always desirable as compared to external beauty. Number 2. Beautiful. My cousin was presented with 2 beautiful saris. Number 3. Beautify. It is our duty to beautify our surroundings. A4. The old ruins are shaded by evergreen oak, pines and poplars as well as olive trees. Insert not only but also and rewrite. For 1 mark, not only are the old ruins shaded by evergreen oaks, pines and poplars but also by olive trees. Number 2. No married women were allowed to be present. Remove no and rewrite the sentence without changing its meaning for 1 mark. Only unmarried women were allowed to be present. Here opposite word is to no married, that means unmarried. A5. Personal response. How are the winners in Olympics rewarded today for 2 marks? Today the winners of the Olympics are rewarded with gold, silver or bronze medals according to their position of victory. Often the government facilitates and honors their winners in cash and kind. Question 4b. Summary writing for 5 marks. After reading the passage, we have to write summary. Beauty from West. Postcards are generally used for scribbling messages. They are then discarded as waste. However, Tarvinder Singh, an aeronautical engineer from Chandigarh, now working for an Indian Airlines, bends, cuts, pastes and colors them into all sorts of beautiful models. All he needs is a good photograph of a vehicle to start his work. He has plenty of models ready on his table. He showed this remarkable gift for painting and model making right from the age of 6 years. Section 5, Writing Skill. Question 5, Letter Writing. Formal letter. The irregular water supply is causing a lot of inconvenience in the people of your area. Write a letter to the editor of a newspaper highlighting the problems. Ask for help for 5 marks. First, we have to write here address. After that, to the editor. The Times of India, Ramnagar, Pune 411005. Subject: inconvenience due to irregular water supply. Respected sir, I would like to draw your attention to the serious problems of irregular water supply in our locality and the great inconvenience caused due to it. We have been receiving irregular water supply the last 3-4 weeks. This has been causing many hardships to the residents of Ramnagar. There is no alternative arrangement like hand pump, well, etc. available in this area. The water tankers of the corporation are never available on time. The residents have to hatch water from far away places, which is time consuming. This affects the schedule of the residents who can't attend to their daily course in time. In spite of repeated complaints by us, our grievance has not yet been resolved. If our problem find a space in your prestigious newspaper, the authorities will be compelled to take prompt action to improve our water supply. Kindly look into this issue. Thanking you. Yours truly, a reformer. Question 6. A1. Information transfer. Non-verbal to verbal. Observe the following wave diagram carefully and convert the following into a paragraph. Here information is given. Some points are source of energy, electricity, coal, rain, wind and sun. By using these points, we have to write one paragraph. Source of energy. Sources of energy can be broadly classified into two, namely renewable source and non-renewable sources of energy. Renewable sources of energy can be renewed and they are replenishable. Non-renewable sources of energy cannot be renewed and they are limited in nature. Sun, rain and wind are classified as renewable sources of energy, while coal, natural gas and oil are classified as non-renewable sources of energy. Solar energy is generated from the sun. All these different sources of energy are used to generate electricity. A2. Verbal to non-verbal. Read the given extract carefully and complete the following. After reading this passage, life in Egypt, River Nile, life of ancient Egypt, the pyramids and sphinx, the most famous of many wonderful monuments. The mummy, a dead body embalmed with oil and salt and wrapped in bandages. Question 6b. View and counter view and again speech writing for 5 marks. Speech writing. The Health Club has organized an inter-school competition on importance of healthy life. With the help of given proverb, prepare a speech to be delivered on this occasion. Health is wealth, Laughter is the best medicine. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Good morning to all the teachers and my dear friends. Today, I would like to speak about the importance of a healthy life. We are aware of the famous proverb, health is wealth. It is indeed true, and the proverb signifies the importance of health over wealth. All the efforts of an individual to become wealthy would be useless if the person is not healthy. Without our health, we cannot enjoy the fruits of being wealthy, and hence, health is the true wealth of an individual. Laughter is a good antidote to our stress. It relaxes our body and boosts our immune system. Laughing gets our heart pumping faster. It burns calories and hence is a great exercise for our body. There are many laughter clubs that operate in the mornings where the individuals laugh out loudly as an exercise. Laughter is the best medicine, is indeed true. Third, and the most important point that I I would like to make is we are what we eat. It is very important to eat the right kind of food to stay healthy. Fruits are naturally low in calories. Different fruits give us different nutrients and they are indulgent energy suppliers. An ideal example of completely healthy fruit is an apple. It has zero cholesterol and it provides carbohydrates which is required for energy. Similarly, various vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants are present in different fruits. They should be eaten on a regular basis. Like a saying goes, an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So we should eat healthy to stay healthy. Thank you. Views and counterviews for 5 marks. Progress of mankind depends on deforestation. Counterview, rising population, wildlife affected, global warming, flora and fauna endangered. Write a counterview. Counterview of progress of mankind depends on deforestation. Deforestation is the cutting down of trees for the purpose of urbanization. The need for more space continues to grow with the rise in population. However, deforestation is not the right approach as it causes damage to the environment. Wildlife gets affected severely and many species of birds and animals are on the verge of extinction. The rich flora and fauna that form a part of our biodiversity is also endangered. Deforestation causes global warming, which is a serious threat to mankind. Thus, deforestation is not the right path for the progress of mankind. Section 6 Creative Writing. Expand the theme and develop a story. And expansion of idea, a role of newspaper, problem of child labor, anyone for 5 marks. And after that, develop a story. A role of newspaper. Newspaper is the most basic form of media and one of the oldest as well. It has the widest reach in terms of area and people. It carries information from all over the world and covers topics from all genres, be it politics, sports, finance, or entertainment. A newspaper has got it all. Newspaper is a source of knowledge and it keeps one updated with the current events and happenings. Apart from these benefit, a newspaper is also one of the major media for advertising. It is used by business firms, sole properties, and also by the government. It is a medium through which products are bought and sold, and offers for lenders are also put forth. Newspapers also help a person to develop himself after going through the columns of spiritual awakening. It also helps a person relax after a long, hard working day with games like word search or Sudoku. It has comic strips, jokes, zodiac signs, prediction, etc. for light reading. All in all, a newspaper is a necessity in everyday life and its role cannot be undervalued. Problem of child labor in India. Even after 74 years of independence, we have still not been able to abolish child labor from our country. There are about 12 million children who work in hotels, on construction sites, and in factories all over the country. 30% of our population is still below poverty line that can't afford to spend more than 20 per day. Under these circumstances, the poor parents are compelled to send their children to earn for the family to contribute to the merged family income. The children are thus deprived of education and a better future. In our country, child labor is in great demand for two reasons. Firstly, it is cheap, and secondly, children can be employed for a longer time and can be easily manipulated. Now, story Rising Beyond the Horizon. Hailing from a village in North India, Raman Pradhan is the founder of a company that counts some of the biggest and fast-moving consumer goods. But who could have thought that a rich businessman like him could be not even a graduate? Raman headed to Mumbai at the age of 18 when the responsibility of a large family members crashed upon his shoulders after the untimely demise of his father. Raman wanted to become an engineer, but he felt compelled to sacrifice his dreams to support his family. Raman started working in a company where he earned just 500 rupees per month from walking 30 kilometers every day to living with 15 men in a single room. Raman chose the harsh path of life, all for his family. When he realized the company he was working with will shut down, Raman decided to buy a manufacturing unit. He did not look back since Raman was quick to adapt and understand the needs of the company and the rise of packaging industry. He aimed to convert his mid-cap company to a large-cap company. The company was overshadowed by giant companies. For Raman, next step was to get a place in that league. He was told by many professionals from the industry that he was making a huge mistake, but due to his perseverance and dedication, was able to take up his company to the topmost position in the industry. Although the company did not gain success overnight, with confidence in himself and with his zestful desire to achieve his goal, he faced every difficult and overcame every obstacle with fortitude and courage. Today, he is a leading name in the industry and is now millionaire. So, this moral of story is hard work and dedication are always rewarded. So, hard work and dedication is very must. So friends, thanks for watching this video. Again, if you have any problem regarding this video, then don't forget to comment me.